We're in the final hour of the legislative session. That means any bills that have not passed before midnight are dead for this year's session.
The Senate adjourned just before 9:15 tonight, which shifted the fate of a few bills we've been watching through each chamber over the past few weeks. A Senate Public Safety Subcommittee revised two dueling school zone camera bills. Both will not pass this legislative session because the House did not agree with revisions made by the Senate.
House Bill 225 would have banned the cameras, but the committee revised the timing of the law, delaying it from going into effect until 2028. House Bill 651 keeps the cameras, but limits the hours they're operating and require clear signage and speed indicators. The Senate revised to remove the speed indicators as well as the period of time the cameras would have been active. Again, the House disagreed with these revisions, so those measures are dead.
Sticking with school safety, Senate Bill 17 also did not pass. It would have provided mobile panic alert systems for teachers for emergencies. The House passed it on Wednesday, but it needed a final nod from the Senate due to a revision which did not happen.
A few bills now that would bring adjustments to Georgia's courtrooms and law enforcement agencies. The Georgia Survivor Justice Act met the Sine Die deadline this week. That's House Bill 582, which will allow people to use evidence of family violence, dating violence, or abuse as a defense in court. But it's down to the final hours for the House to decide the fate of Senate Bill 29. It would expand the state's DNA collection practices, allowing law enforcement to collect genetic samples from people arrested for felonies prior to trial. When measure lawmakers had to pass before midnight the 2026 state budget.
The House gave final approval to the measure, sending it to the governor's desk. The House advanced the $37 billion budget that funds education, prisons, and health care. Both chambers agreed on fully funding the school voucher program.
More than $140 million will now support the Georgia Promise Scholarship. The budget takes effect July 1st and will fund the state until June of next year. Meanwhile, a bill that creates more tax relief for child care also heads to the governor's desk. House Bill 136 creates a $250 income tax credit for each child under the age of 6. It would also expand an existing credit, providing an extra $600 for child-independent care.
The measure also gives businesses a $1,000 tax credit in the first year and $500 in the years that follow. A Senate committee proposed the relief back in December, and a Macon daycare owner was thrilled about that proposal.
That would be absolutely phenomenal, because being that bill is able to provide child care for children or for parents, that would help alleviate the financial stress of child care.
After the session ends, Governor Kemp has 40 days to sign, veto, or allow legislation to become law without his signature.